Hello, hi, welcome if you're new. I have decided that I'm gonna do like, I don't know, try and maybe do a week in my life reading, but it's currently Wednesday, so that would give to next Wednesday, which would be just before I go back to uni. So I don't know, let's see how much reading we can get done within a week before uni ruins my complete entire existence for another 13 weeks, because it's very, very heavy going. But I picked up Quicksilver like 2 days ago, and I'm no very far in. I've just like not really had it in me to read, so I'm hoping that this video makes me like kickstart reading it, because I'm only like 2 chapters in, 30 pages, and I know it's going to be good because I've not seen a bad review. Yeah, like I've not seen a bad review, but also I said in my last video, like I go in so blind, so I honestly have no idea what this is about, what's going to happen. I think I've been introduced to the main character and someone else, and that's literally all I know. She stole something from a guard. They must be in like different tiers, so she's in the third, and that is as far as we've got because it's like 28 or 29 pages, and that's all, literally all it's told me so far. So let's try and read some more of this and then I'll give an update. We are, God, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're like 5 days since I filmed that first clip, because the slump has been slumping and nothing has been taking me out of it. I didn't pick up a book for like 4 days, so we need to fix this. Last night I was like, do you know what, I'm still reading Quicksilver, so I was like, right, when I go to bed, I'm going to read that on my Kindle. So that's what I did, and I think I read about like 50 pages last night on my Kindle before I absolutely zonked on my pillow out like a light. And then I read some more this morning before I met my friend. So I'm 209 pages in, which is like 31%. So I'm like, that we've got a good chunk. Although this book is a nice 609 pages. 609. Yep, so I think the plan is to read some more tonight. And by read some more tonight, I mean try and get as much done as possible, because we've got 70%, or 69 if we want to be exact, left, and Onyx Storm comes out tomorrow. Now that's all fine and well, but like I want to read that as soon as it comes out, but do I really want to read 2 fantasy books at one time? Because I know then I'll end up like combining the 2 in my head. Maybe no, because like obviously Onyx Storm is like the 3rd one in the 4th Wing series. Is it Empyrean? I think it's something like that. So I'm like, let's try and get 100 to 150 pages in tonight. It's 1 minute past 7, so I'm like, you know what, I love to read in the bath, so I'm like, you know what, I could have a bath, read in the bath, see how much I get done in the bath, or just like go for the bath to bed and then try and get as much done as possible, read some in the morning, and hopefully at least be at halfway by that point, because it is really starting to pick up. But also the main girl, I honestly, I would butcher her name if I was to say it, so I'm not going to do that for you. Maybe I'll listen to the audiobook so I can figure out the pronunciation. But she's quite irritating, and like I know probably in her situation I would probably be irritating as well, but like just shut up. Like, do you have to make life so difficult sometimes? And I know that I probably make life difficult for people right now, never mind like in a fantasy world, but like there's just like some things that she's doing, or like the way she's acting or speaking to people, and I'm like, you're acting so entitled when you literally know nothing about where you are or what's going on or what's going to happen. So just stop, because that would be like the decent thing to do. But she is getting on my nerves a wee bit, and I don't know if if it's because I want to love it so much more than I am loving it, that I feel a bit conflicted. But fingers crossed, the more I get into it, the more I will love it. Right now it's probably sitting at like a 3 stars, but like I said, I'm only like 200 pages in, so we've got 400 to go. And if I was really able to like get into this book, I would be able to finish it tonight. Well, maybe that's pushing it, but like I would finish it like early tomorrow. So I don't know, I will update when I have an update, but right now we're in struggle city because of this slump. So I'm going to try my best to get out of it. Maybe Onyx Storm will pull me out of it. We'll see how far I get either tonight or in the morning when I next update. I just really want to hurry up and like at least get to halfway. I just feel like it's taken a really long time to get there. So I'll be back with an update on how I'm finding it and everything, and we will go from there. I honestly don't even know where to start. I feel like it's forever since I first the last clip, and then it was like 3 days before the last clip I filmed the first clip, and this has been so disjointed because I've just had a week. I've not picked up a book in like 3 days. After the last clip I decided I was gonna soft DNF Quicksilver because I was just like, do you know what, I'm not in it, and I just felt like I was hating on it so much, so I'll give that a try at another time. And then let me double check which book it was, but I started and finished The Frontrunner by Elsie Silver in like a couple hours, and that was really good. And I thought like, oh well, I can't be in a slump, because if I was in a slump then I wouldn't want to like read Elsie Silver, but her books are always just so fast paced and like quick and easy, and like easy to connect to the characters and get into like the chunk of the story and stuff. And then since I read that I was like, oh well, do you know what, when I go to bed like I'll try to read Quicksilver on my Kindle. Didn't happen. I just felt, yeah, I'm no vibing, unfortunately. And then I couldn't sleep that night, so I was like, right, I'll try and read a different book. So I picked up Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabah Tahir, and I think I'm like 50 pages into that, and I've not picked it up since because I've been so busy. So that's like literally all the reading I've done. I got some book mail from Tandem, which is Castle of the Cursed, and this read along starts on Monday, which I'm looking forward to this because I'm sure it's horror, and that's like a genre that I don't really read, so I was like, oh, I want to get more into that. And the other book mail I got was from Datura, I'm not 100% sure how I'm pronouncing it, and it's a crime mystery book, and it's called Where the Bones Lie, and I just think the cover's like quite cute. So, and that, this isn't out yet. I've got like the press release. Let me double check when it's out. Oh, it was right in front of my face the whole time. It's out on March 11th, 2025. So I want to obviously try and read that this month or next month before it comes out, so I can give a review. And then obviously Onyx Storm got released, and the day I picked it up I was like, right, I'm gonna go to the shop, pick it up. Once I've got it, I'll like do what I need to do, and then that night like I'll start reading it. That night I didn't get home till like 11. Next again night I was out, I was busy. Then last night I was like, yep, I'm definitely going to start it now. And then there was like a family emergency thing, so I had to go to that. Well, I didn't have to, but I decided to like be there for that. And then I had a bath earlier and I read the prologue, and I want to try and read some more now, which I think I will do. But that's while also trying not to fall asleep because I am absolutely exhausted because I got like no sleep last night. So let's see. I wanted to get this video up today, but my plan is to try and read as much of this as possible, and I want to read this book in this vlog because I've filmed nothing, which is really good and really fun of me. So that is the plan. I need to, I'm literally on like page 5 or something, like I'm not far in. Oh, I'm past page 5 because I'm on page 6. And I know once I get into it, like I'll really start enjoying it because I am really looking forward to this book. Although I've seen people say, oh, it ends in the middle of a sentence, which is scary because I'm like, why are we cutting off books in the middle of sentences? So we'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you updated. I'll be completely spoiler free. So far, like, all the prologue that I've read is literally just the beginning, like from the last book, like literally we're picking up where we left off. So I really didn't have anything to say, but once I do have something to say, I'll let you know. I'm 74 pages in, and tell me why it feels like the longest 74 pages in my life, but there's so much that's happened. Well, not so much, but like we're really getting into the meat of it now. But I just feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I don't know why, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And I was speaking to someone, posted on their Instagram story, I think it was Brie posted it on her Instagram story, and I was like, I feel the same as you, but I also know that there is stuff happening. I just don't feel like it is happening. So I want to, it's not that late, it's only like 20 to 8, but I had no sleep last night, so I'm really tired. I want to get to like 100 pages, and then, well, I'm like in the living room, and then I'll probably take myself to bed and then maybe read some there. But some of the book girlies have uploaded their YouTube videos for the week, so I'm like, you know, I need to watch the YouTube girlies, the booktube girlies, because I'm interested and I'm exhausted, and I don't want to like rush the book if I'm not like fully invested and like want to read it in one sitting. So we're going to try and get as much done now as possible. This is my update. I've obviously like no spoilers, so like I feel like there is stuff happening, but there's no like much I can say without giving stuff away, you know. So I really want to get this finished tomorrow though, so hopefully. We're 110 pages, which is, I don't know how far, probably like 20%, and it's getting good. But I also feel like every time we get somewhere, I just have more questions, which I know is what she, like, I know that that's what she wants. And then I just know that, because I know that this one now ends on like a cliffhanger, like in the middle of a sentence. I don't know how big, how small, what happens, I just seen that. And then I'm just like, there's something that's, because then I also seen a video of Rebecca Yarros saying, oh, in the next book there's going to be even more pain because you have to like drag them down. So I'm like, this book is going to end like quite bad, I feel. I could be so wrong. This book is going to end bad, and then the next book is going to be even worse, and then we're going to just be like in the absolute pits in the next book, because I'm positive it's a 5-book series, and then in the final book it's all going to be hunky-dory. It just doesn't make any sense. I am enjoying it, but like, make it make sense, Rebecca. I don't know, I am enjoying it. It's given, I'm obsessed with Zayden, because who's not? And if you're not, you're wrong. Because there's things that he said in this book that I'm like, I could say out of context, and I won't. But like, I could say it out of context, because just like romancy parts. And I'm just like, also, when are we getting book 4 title tease? When are we getting book 4 release? Because this feels like I've waited forever for this. And then if I read it within 24 hours, I'm going to be so sad. Because then I'm going to have to wait forever for the next one. I've had enough. I know that I could probably get to like 150 pages tonight. So I'm going to try read some more, see how I get on, and update you when I have some more thoughts. But that'll probably be tomorrow, to be honest. It's time for an update because I'm 221 pages in exactly, which is chapter 26, which is 42%. And I feel like so much is happening. I don't know how to explain it. Like, so much is happening, but there's also like, it's also just like really small things to like be able to get to where we need to go. And I'm just like, every time I think we're getting some romance, it immediately goes back to like, oh, the plot is thickening. Something, I don't know how to explain it, like, they could never just be like Xaden and Violet, because they need to like obviously fight the fight. But it is really good. I just feel like it's also so wordy to get to where we need to go, like, and that was the one thing about Iron Flame that people really like didn't like. And it's not that I don't like it, because I really enjoyed Iron Flame and I'm really enjoying this, but I just feel like it's a lot more fantasy than it is romantasy, and it doesn't like completely follow on from the first one in terms of like how much romance was in Fourth Wing compared to like book 2 and book 3. And I'm also just like, I know that we're gonna have to wait like a whole year for the next one to come out, and I'm just like, if you're releasing it at the beginning of the year, I'm almost positive she's finished book 4, so it could be out at the end of this year, even like October time. I don't know. I have so many questions, and like, I've really been reading like the extracts at the top, and I'm not one for being like, oh, this theory or this theory or this theory. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy the book as I go, but I have so many questions, and I need everybody that has like so many different theories to tell me all their theories, so I can be like, oh yeah, I get that one, or I get that one. But I only listen to theories, I can't come up with them by myself. So I'm nearly at halfway. I definitely think like I could get a decent chunk read today, or maybe even finish and then upload this video tomorrow. So let's see how we go, but I am enjoying it. I just think it's taken a while, and also, I don't know, there's not as much romance, like I said. There's just, I just wish we were getting more, and I know why we're not, but it's just hard when it's marketed as like romantasy, and it always has been. So let's try and get to 50% and see how we go. I am 365 pages in, and I feel like there's, again, I feel like I'm just repeating myself. I feel like there's so much action, but at the same time, I'm just, I don't know, I feel so conflicted because I'm like, so much is happening, but the plot line that I want to advance isn't advancing the way I wanted it to. And I'm like, now we're 70% in, and one of the things that they were trying to do, and like this thing that they were trying to achieve, they've achieved the thing, even if it's no went the way that they wanted it to go. Which is fine, but I'm just like, we have this much left, so what is going to happen in this much? Like, I know that we've only got 527 pages or something, so I've got under 200 pages to go, so like I can definitely finish this tonight, which is like great. We love that, we love to see it, but like the stress is so real because what do you mean it ends in the middle of a sentence? And I'm just like, where can we go for here after the information that I've just been given? What do you want me to do with that? Like, I'm just like, I need all the answers now, and I know as soon as I finish it I'm gonna have more questions and no answers. So if someone could just kindly find out for Rebecca Yaros when we're getting the next book, and hopefully it's no later than a year, because I seen someone say January 2026, but like that just feels too long, and I didn't know anything about it. And I understand that we're waiting because people don't, like, we don't want to give people spoilers, which is so good, because I came across spoilers that told me something small that had happened, and thankfully it was right at the beginning of the book, which is like, but then to be fair, like I'd say to the girl and she was like, I'm so sorry that I spoiled it for you. So, but just like, come on, it's been out for like 4 days. Just because you read at lightning pace doesn't mean other people do. And I know that I'm a fast reader, but that does, like, I've no given away like anything that happens, and I probably would have finished it by now had I not have had a lot on. But it just doesn't mean that you can go and give other people like loads of spoilers. Anyway, right, I'm on page 495. and there's 327 books, and I'm not doing the quick maths for that, but I know I've got like 30 something pages to go, 35 pages or something, I don't know. So I thought I would try and catch my reaction if something bad goes down, because something bad's already gone down, but we know by now, of course it would have. And I'm nervous, and I want to get my reaction if something bad happens. And now I just need to wait for the next book. And I can't even say anything because it'll be too spoilery. I'm kind of at a loss for words. Like, I wouldn't even say it like finished in it finished kinda. It didn't finish in the middle of a sentence, but it could kind of be the end of a conversation, but it's also not. Like, there's definitely questions to come, which is how I know that the next one will start, because that's what she's done with this one. But Jesus Christ. I'm at a loss, but I really enjoyed it, and I honestly don't know what I'll rate it. It will be up on the screen somewhere because I need time to process, but I also want to try and get this up as soon as possible, so I might start editing it tonight. But wow, that was really good. The writing is very Iron Flame-esque, but I think that's just how her writing's going to be, and I just don't think that that's the writing style that some people like, which is fine. I'm still at a loss for words. But anyway, I hope you loved it. Well, the video is very mismatched. The only book I really read properly in this vlog is this. But wow, it was worth it. It was amazing. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one, because we need to follow up with an even better book, let's be honest.